When a door opens, whether I'm fearful or not, I still walk through it because I never know what opportunities are going to come out of that experience for me.
Yeah, taking my freedom, putting it in my car. Wherever I choose to go, it won't take me far. I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 living my life.
I am Shawntay Fisher. I am the founder of Samone Colors Makeup and Image Consulting Company here in Washington, D.C. I've been in the makeup industry for 12 years. I've worked on numerous television productions, news networks, commercials, award shows, you name it. For the most part, I've done it in my career. I went to Virginia State University with the plans and the intentions of becoming on-air talent. I landed my first job a week after I graduated from undergrad, so I was always a proactive person. I stayed there for about a little over a year, and I got a call from Country Music Television. I went and worked on a reality makeover home show. That was fun for a while, but then it got boring. I left there, and then I went to work for TV One. TV One had just launched its network, but what I found out was that there was still something missing for me. I received a phone call from a family friend who was working on a stage play. The young lady called me and said, hey, we have this stage play that's going to be here in Washington, D.C. at the Warner Theater. Would you be interested in being a part of the production and providing makeup services? My first thought was, I don't know a whole lot about makeup. So I guess for me, I looked at it as just a hobby, but not necessarily a career. She said to me, well, do you want the gig or not? I mean, you're pretty good at doing your own makeup. Of course. I'll take the gig. When a door opens, whether I'm fearful or not, I still walk through it because I never know what opportunities are going to come out of that experience for me. And working a stage play, it was just like taking a breath of fresh air. It was so relaxing, it was fun, it was artsy, and I really felt like in that moment, it was everything that I had been looking for, just finding joy in the work that I did. Resigned from my job 6 months later and never looked back, and here we are 12 years later, and I'm still going strong in this makeup industry. So I think a lot of times you just have to step out there and take a leap of faith. Just step out there and do it. Step out of your comfort zone. It may feel uncomfortable, but I find that anything that is uncomfortable is a good thing because you're challenging yourself to go to the next level. In this business, you'll find that you'll set goals that you want to achieve and the door may close on you. And instead of taking that as failure, look at it as you're being redirected on another path. And when I first got into the business, my ultimate goal at the time was to be a makeup artist for the Oprah Winfrey Show. If I could do that, oh wow, my dream had come true. Like I would have reached that level of success of knowing that I'm the bomb.com at that point. I got an opportunity to travel to Chicago, and a friend of a friend knew a camera guy who worked for the Oprah Winfrey Show. I reached out and I asked if he would meet with me and asked him if he would be willing to share his contact with me or someone who worked for the network. That's all I wanted. Just give me a name, an email address, I'll take it from there. The young lady that was in charge at the time of hiring makeup artists, her name was Judy Costello. I reached out to Judy Costello by phone, by email, sent my resume, sent my website, sent samples of my work, with the hopes that she would call me back. I did this for about 6 months, but I never heard anything back. But I was determined I was going to get Julie's attention. I emailed again for about 6 more months. And one day I finally received a response. She said that Oprah is doing her premiere show. Would you be interested in being a makeup artist for the show? Of course. I remember looking for flights, packing my bags, getting my kit together, making sure that I had everything. And I remember arriving to Chicago. When I tell you, I was so nervous but so excited at the same time. And the phone rang and I answered. It was Julie, and she said, I'm sorry, I have bad news. I have to cancel you for the show. Heartbroken, devastated, in tears, like this cannot be happening to me right now. I prayed so long about this opportunity and about getting to the Oprah Winfrey Show to be stopped right there at the door. Like, I'm in Chicago, I'm here, and now the door closes. And in those moments, I realized that God revealed to me that I was dreaming too small. It was a learning lesson for me in that you thought this was the greatest thing, but I'm ready to take you to greater heights than even this. So when doors close, it doesn't mean that you have failed or there's no hope left. It's just putting you back on the path and on a different path in which you're destined to be on. So just keep going. Wow, I love all my clients, if I'm being honest. But if there are any opportunities that I've had that I was just in awe about, I can think of two off the top of my head. When Obama was elected president for the first time, I had the opportunity to be in the midst and be a part of that experience and be up close to Obama for his inauguration to work the event. And another opportunity that comes to mind is Ava DuVernay. She had just finished her film Selma. She was working on a documentary 13, which was nominated for an Oscar. It didn't win, but it was nominated. That's huge. I had the pleasure of working on that documentary with her. I received that call and just excitement came over me just to know, wow, I'm working with some big time directors and great people at this point in my life. The advice that I would give any young person who is getting ready to start their career is to come out boldly. Don't fear the unknown. Be courageous. Be confident. Confidence is so important. It makes us who we are. And when people see confident people, they're automatically attracted to you. Never stop believing in yourself. Or always believe that the impossible is possible. And speak into your life the things that you desire and you want. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. So go out, be bold, be courageous, and just try. You never know, the possibilities are endless. Good.